The night was quiet. The sky was clear. People walked on the streets, smiling, talking, and living their normal lives. Then it happened. A loud sound broke the silence. Like a thunder, but deeper. The sky turned red for a moment. Something was falling from above. A black spaceship, shaped like a sharp knife, crashed into a forest near the city. Trees burned. The ground shook. People screamed. Some took out their phones to record. Others ran. Within minutes, the army arrived. Tanks, helicopters, soldiers. Nobody knew what had fallen, but everyone felt the fear. The spaceship was not like anything seen before. It was not human. Its surface moved like liquid metal. Strange symbols glowed on its side. Then, the door opened. Smoke came out first. Then something stepped into the light. Tall, dark, sharp. The creature's skin looked like black glass. Its eyes glowed blue. Long claws. No one could tell if it was male or female or even alive. People called it the monster. Guns pointed at her. She said nothing. She made no sound. She just stood there, staring. But she didn't attack. She didn't move. Everyone expected violence. But she only looked tired. The world watched through screens. Alien invasion? First contact? Danger to Earth? The news spread fast. But one person saw something different. His name was Eli Carter. He was not a soldier, not a scientist, just a young man who worked at a delivery company. But he lived near the forest. He saw the crash, and something in him said, "Don't be afraid." He went closer, past the soldiers, past the fear. "Hey!" a soldier shouted. "Get back!" But Eli kept walking. His eyes locked with the creature's. She didn't blink. Neither did he. He saw her face. She wasn't angry. She looked sad, wounded, lost, alone. "Do you understand me?" Eli asked softly. Everyone froze. Cameras zoomed in. The alien tilted her head. Slowly. Then, for the first time, she spoke. Her voice was cold, broken, but clear. "You are not afraid." The whole world heard it. One sentence. But it changed everything. Not a monster. Not a beast. She could speak. She could think. And maybe she didn't come to kill. Maybe she came to ask for help. The world went silent after her words. "You are not afraid?" People watching from homes, phones, news channels all stared. An alien had spoken. Not with hate. Not with a threat. But with a question. The soldiers didn't move. Guns still pointed at her. She didn't care. Her eyes stayed on Eli. Eli slowly raised both hands. "I don't want to hurt you," he said. He stepped closer. One of the soldiers shouted, "Get back! It's dangerous!" Another yelled, "She's trying to trick you." But Eli kept walking. The alien, tall, dark, with glowing eyes, watched him without fear. Then her knees bent. Her body shook. She fell. She was injured. The army rushed in. They didn't shoot. Not yet. Instead, they took her into a locked facility. Steel walls. Electric fences. They called it Quarantine Zone 7. Scientists came. Government agents. World leaders watched live. But the alien codenamed Subject Zero refused to speak again. To anyone. Except Eli. 3 days later, Eli was taken into the facility. Not as a soldier. Not as a hero. As a witness. "You talked to her," the general said. "Try again." Inside the cold room, the alien sat behind glass. Her head was down. Wires attached to her back. She looked weak. Eli stepped forward. Quietly. "Can you hear me?" he asked. "Nothing. I'm Eli. You spoke to me before." "Why me?" Slowly, her head lifted. Her eyes glowed soft blue. She looked at him. "You are different," she said. Her voice was like wind through ice. "You don't see only with eyes. You feel." Eli frowned. "What do you mean?" She closed her eyes. "I escaped," she whispered. "From a place worse than death." Eli leaned in. "Escaped from what?" She opened her eyes. "They are coming." Eli felt his blood turn cold. "Who?" The ones who made me, who used me, who hunt me. She stood up. Chains held her back. But her presence was powerful. Your world is not ready, she said. They will burn it to ash. Eli stared. His mind raced. This was not just first contact. It was a warning. Outside the room, the military laughed at the idea. She's lying. She's trying to confuse us. Just a scared alien making stories. But Eli knew. She wasn't lying. Something was coming. Something big. That night, satellites around Earth went dark. No signals. No lights. Nothing. In the sky, 3 shadows moved across the stars. They were getting closer. The sky looked normal. But it wasn't. High above Earth, something moved, silent, massive, deadly. 3 alien ships. Blacker than space. No lights. No signals. Just shadows watching. Satellites stopped working. Space stations went dark. The world had no eyes in the sky. Panic started. Governments tried to hide it. But soon the truth came out. We are not alone. News reports showed images. 3 giant shapes above Earth's orbit. People feared invasion. Some prayed. Others blamed the alien girl. She called them. She's their spy. She's the beginning of the end. Inside Quarantine Zone 7, Eli was locked out. The alien, Kavra, as she finally told him her name, was now in full chains. Scientists tried to test her blood. She didn't speak again. But Eli couldn't stay away. He broke in that night, snuck past guards, reached her cell. Kavra, he whispered. They're here, aren't they? She slowly looked up. Yes. They found me. Are they your people? Eli asked. Her face turned hard. They were never mine. I was made, used, controlled. She stood up, and for a moment, the lights in the room flickered. I ran away. I wanted peace. But they only want power. Suddenly, alarms rang across the base. The ships were sending a message. A voice, deep, cold, in perfect English, echoed across Earth. This planet shelters a traitor. Give her to us, or we take her. And everything else. World leaders gathered. Fear in their eyes. Some wanted to fight. Most wanted to surrender her. She's not worth our world, one said. Give her up, another said. But Eli stood in front of the cameras. No, he said. She ran from them. She saved us by warning us. She's not the enemy. Nobody listened. That night, they prepared to hand her over. They didn't even ask her. They just opened her cell. But Kavra was gone. She escaped. With Eli. Together, they ran through the dark woods. The city lights were far behind. Helicopters searched the skies. Soldiers shouted through radios. Kavra looked weak. But her steps were fast. Where are we going? Eli asked. Somewhere far from humans, she said. I won't let them die because of me. Suddenly, she stopped. Her eyes turned to the sky. A soft glow appeared over the trees. One of the alien ships was descending. It's too late, she said. They're here. Eli looked up. His hands shook. Kavra turned to him. If I don't stop them, no one will. The alien ship hovered above the forest. Black, silent, watching. Kavra stared at it without blinking. Her body glowed softly, like a storm building inside her skin. Blue light flowed under her arms, her face, her chest. She looked like a living weapon. Eli stood beside her. What's happening? He asked. They've found me. They won't ask again, she said. Her voice was calm, but something inside her was changing. From the ship, a beam of red light shot down into the trees. Everything it touched turned to ash. Fire spread. Trees burned. The ground cracked. Kavra closed her eyes. Don't look, she said. Then she rose into the air. No machines. No wings. She simply floated. Her skin turned dark like space. Her eyes burned white. The glow around her grew brighter. She was no longer just a person. She was something else. Something terrifying. Something powerful. Eli watched in silence. For the first time, he was afraid. Not of the ship, but of her. She shot into the sky like a comet. The air screamed around her. She crashed into the ship above, and the sky exploded in blue fire. Lightning danced across the clouds. The ship tilted, but it didn't fall. It hit back. Red energy blasted from the ship's core. Kavra was thrown to the ground. She smashed into the earth, a crater forming around her. Smoke rose. She didn't move. Eli ran to her. Kavra! He dropped to his knees. She opened her eyes, barely. Blood, black and shining, ran down her forehead. I'm not strong enough, she whispered. They made me to destroy, but I can't stop them alone. Eli held her hand. You're not a monster, he said. You saved me. You warned us. You tried to help. She looked at him, broken. No one sees that. I do, he said. I see you. Suddenly, flashlights, helicopters, guns. The army had found them. Step away from the alien, soldiers shouted. Lasers pointed at her head. She attacked a ship. She's dangerous. Eli stood up, arms wide. Don't shoot, he yelled. She's trying to save us. The general stepped forward. She just caused a crater in the ground. That thing is not human. Kavra slowly stood. Her energy burned again, but not like before. Now her pain showed, her fear, her anger. You want a monster? She whispered. Then I will show you one. The ground rumbled. The air turned cold. The soldiers backed up. Fall back, someone shouted. Eli stepped in front of her. No, this is not you, he said. You are more than what they made you. She stopped. Her glow faded. Tears, real tears, fell from her glowing eyes. For the first time in her life, the monster cried. The soldiers surrounded them, guns ready, triggers tight. Kavra stood still, eyes glowing, breath shaking. Eli stepped in front of her. She's not your enemy, he shouted. Don't shoot. But the general had made his decision. Take the human, and prepare the alien for transfer. In seconds, soldiers grabbed Eli. He shouted, kicked, begged. Don't hurt her, please. Kavra didn't fight. She didn't burn the sky. She just watched, because deep inside, she felt something new. A human had stood up for her. Not as a weapon, not as a creature, but as a person. That changed something. But the humans didn't care. They put her back in chains and locked Eli away. Days passed. Eli was trapped in a cold room with no windows, no contact, no news, just pain in his ribs, bruises on his face. But all he thought about was her. He didn't know she was thinking of him too. Kavra sat inside a dark lab, surrounded by machines. Scientists called her subject. They scanned her mind, took her blood. And still, she said nothing, until one day she felt Eli's pain. Somehow, through walls, through steel, through silence, she heard him cry. Something inside her snapped. Chains melted. Lights exploded. Alarms screamed. Kavra walked out of the lab with fire in her hands. Soldiers opened fire. Bullets turned to dust before they touched her skin. Nothing could stop her. She smashed the door to Eli's cell. He looked up, bleeding but alive. Eli, she whispered. He smiled weakly. You came back. She picked him up gently. I made a promise. They escaped together. Through smoke, through fire, out into the open world. But the news had already changed. Now she was not just an alien. She was a killer, a destroyer. The world feared her more than ever. Missiles were armed. Warships aimed at the sky. Still, Eli stood by her side. They don't know the truth, he said. We need to make them see. Kavra looked up. In the distance, the alien ships still hovered. Waiting, she turned to Eli. I can stop them, but I might not survive. He grabbed her hand. You don't have to do it alone. She looked at him. A long silence passed. Then she nodded and gave him a small, broken smile. I choose this world, she said, because you chose me. The skies above Earth turned red. The 3 alien ships moved into position, one above Asia, one over Europe, one above North America. People ran to bunkers. Sirens echoed across cities. World leaders begged. But the invaders gave no answer. Only one message repeated: "Give us the traitor, or your world will burn." Kavra stood on a hilltop beside Eli. She looked up, calm but silent. Her eyes reflected the fire in the sky. "You don't have to do this," Eli said quietly. She turned to him. "I was made to destroy, but you helped me choose who I want to be." He nodded. Then she rose into the sky. Above the earth, the alien mothership opened its lower deck. A weapon unfolded, huge, glowing, aimed at the planet. Before it could fire, a flash of blue light struck it hard. Kavra. She hit with full force, light and energy blasting from her hands. The sky lit up with shockwaves. She flew faster than sound. Every hit she gave, the ship shook. But for every strike, they hit back harder. The second ship joined in. Red beams flew past the clouds. One hit her side. She screamed and dropped. But before she hit the ground, her body caught fire, blue fire. She roared and flew back up. People across Earth watched on screens. Children, soldiers, scientists. They saw her fight. A voice on the news said, "She's protecting us." Another replied, "She's not the monster. She's our shield." In a bunker, Eli hacked into a global network. He sent out a message. "This alien is not our enemy. She ran from them. She's risking everything for us. We must help her." The message went viral. People started praying for her, cheering for her, calling her by name, Kavra. In the sky, Kavra was weakening. Her energy was fading. The ships started surrounding her. Eli screamed into the mic, "She can't do this alone. Someone help her." Then, something strange happened. Earth's defense systems, lasers, missiles, satellites suddenly unlocked. A general shouted, "Target the ships! Back her up!" Across the world, humans joined the fight. Missiles launched. Lasers fired. Together, Kavra and Earth fought as one. She smiled for the first time. "They believe in me," she whispered. With a final scream, Kavra gathered her last power. A ball of blue energy formed between her hands. She flew straight into the heart of the mothership and exploded with light. The ship cracked. Then it shattered. Pieces rained down like stars. The other 2 ships tried to escape, but Earth's weapons chased them away. The battle was over, but Kavra was gone. No sign, no signal, just silence in the clouds. The sky was quiet again. No more fire, no more shadows. The alien ships were gone, but so was Kavra. People across Earth stood still, waiting, hoping. Was she alive? Did she survive her final attack? For hours, nothing. Then, just before sunrise, something fell from the sky. A glowing figure, falling slowly, like a broken star. She crashed into the forest outside the city. Not with violence, but softly, like a leaf landing in water. Eli ran, faster than he ever had. He reached the place, heart pounding. There she was, lying in a crater, still, silent. Kavra. Her glow was faint. Her body cracked like glass. But she was breathing. Barely. Eli dropped to his knees. "Kavra, I'm here." Her eyes opened just a little. She looked at him. "You came back," she whispered. "You saved us," he said, voice shaking. "You saved everyone." The forest was quiet. Birds returned. The wind moved gently through the trees. Then, people came. Not soldiers. Not with guns. But with blankets. Food. Water. Some had tears in their eyes. They didn't see a monster anymore. They saw a hero. One little girl stepped forward, holding a flower. She placed it near Kavra's hand. "Thank you," she whispered. Kavra's cracked lips curved into a small smile. She turned to Eli. "I never thought they would forgive me." "They didn't have to," Eli said. "They just had to see you. The way I did." Her fingers moved. Weakly, slowly, she reached out. Eli took her hand. Warm. Real. Alive. That moment, A human and an alien, once strangers, once enemies, now holding hands in peace. The cameras caught it. The whole world saw. No speeches, no music, just a simple touch. And everything changed. 1 week later, Kavra rested inside a new facility, not a prison, but a sanctuary. Doctors helped her heal. Scientists asked questions, this time with respect. Children sent her drawings. Eli visited every day. He brought books, taught her jokes. They laughed. The world had feared her. But now they honored her. They called her the Guardian, the star from the fire. But to Eli, she was just Kavra, and that was enough.